right? You're going to sit there as a submissive dog, man. And that's another curse in the Bible. Read verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, you know what the ancient Israelites was doing in Egypt? You know how the pyramid got there? Slave. It didn't grow off the ground. The Sphinx didn't grow off the ground. Somebody had to build it. It damn sure wasn't the Egyptians. It was kind of giving the commands, man. And you ever heard the saying, I'm working like a Hebrew slave, right? Guess where the Hebrew slaves worked? The same people that worked on that diamond up there. The same people that worked on that damn top of the what's called the Willis Tower. The same people that built up this country, America. The same people that built the White House, built ancient Egypt, built every ancient empire. How did the Great Wall of China get there? How? Didn't it grow off the ground? We built that under the Qing dynasty. You ever heard of Marco Polo? In the Silk Road, and the merchandise on the Silk Road? Well, who was the merchandise? The slaves he was selling all over to Eastern China. He was slaves. Right? So Lord said, I'm going to bring you to Egypt again. Not physically, because when we left ancient Egypt, we never walked back into Egypt again. This is new Egypt. He said, I will bring you to slavery again. Read that.
Book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 8.
Get out.
6 and 4. Book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 4. For I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt,
right,
and redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
Out of the house of what?
Out of the house of servants.
If you're a servant, you're a slave. Right? He redeemed us out of the house of slaves. So now we're going to read that word Egypt again. We're going to replace it with slavery. Right?
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again.
Right? So he's going to bring you to slavery again. Now, how do we get to America? We take a plane. How do we get here? By ships, right? By boat. All right. I could be making it up. Let's read out the word of God.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
With the bike.
With ships.
We walked here.
With ships.
By force, man. We came over here, man. With ships. That's 5,000 years old. But how come your Christian pastor don't read this? Right? They're reading John 3:16 on it, man. But hold on. The Old Testament don't matter. It only doesn't matter because it contains your history. Right? But it matters. But they can read the Torah all day. No one is not talking about them. But as soon as you read the Torah, oh no, it doesn't matter to you. Why? Because they don't want you to know who the hell you are, man. It's your book. Right? It's for you, for us, by us, man. Right? That'll be a nationality. You are an Israelite. You're not black, right? You're not the color of that brother's jacket, right? You're not African American. That was invented in 1986. Your grandparents is older than that word, right? How come everybody has a nation they can go back to? They may call themselves white, but you say, okay, where are you from? Well, I'm from Sweden. My people came over here in 1818 with $3 in their pocket. But they always used to, my dad come over here in 1818 with $3 in his pocket from damn Great Britain. But our people came over here by force, and we still don't got shit, right? We're the only people that nationality that you can't even take a plane back to, man. Right? That don't make no damn sense. You Negroes 1 year, you niggas another year, you Afro-Americans a damn hairstyle, right? You're colored, right? Then you're black, right? Why they get to stay Chinese and East Indian all their lives, man? Because they know who they are. Right? Go to Psalm 73, man. Because you have to understand, it wasn't by chance that this happened to you. It wasn't by chance that you went into slavery and forgot who the hell you were, man. Go to Jeremiah 17:4, right? Now we know with the curses that they're not the real people in the book. We're the real people, and that's prophecy. You identify them. We're the Israel.
That's right. Psalm 73 at the top.
10.
Book of Psalm, chapter 73, verse 10. Right. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup.
Right? You have to understand, this is all by design, man. All right, bring that.
Psalm chapter 71, verse 10. For mine enemies speak against me.
What the Lord say?
For my enemies speak against me.
The same people that you serve speak against you. United Nations, right? When they have that big council every year, our people aren't there, right? The Mexican man ain't there. The Native Americans aren't there. Who's representing you, right? Who's representing you at the damn United Nations? Those people are, man. The damn white people. They making decisions on the behalf of your people on how y'all can get better. But then next thing you know, there's a damn crate of guns in the alley in our hood, man. Out of nowhere. We get cracked out of nowhere. We don't find it for we get hammered, but we're like that as a bad guy. Yeah, we trying to survive. But we see it and then we try to survive. Now we gangsters. Right? Well, these are the biggest drug dealers on the face of the earth, man. You know what?
For mine enemies speak against me, right? And they that lay wait for my soul
they lay wait for your soul, you know?
They wait for my soul, take counsel together.
And they take counsel together. They talk about these different things that they're going to put in your neighborhoods to destroy you and to take away your nationality. They can't know they're the chosen people of God. They can't know they're the best people on the face of the earth. Yeah, they're genetically and mentally stronger than us, but they still think they're inferior to us. Let's keep it like that. Right, let's give them all these different television shows. Let's give them the wine. Let's give them drugs, sex. Right? Let them make them think they're individualistic people. Not only that brother got nothing to do with me. That's that brother over there. But the so-called Chinese man don't say that to his fellow brother. He said, right? And they like, right? That's what they do, man. Right? The damn Africans, no, right? They do. That's what they do. But our people, that brother got nothing to do with me. That's that brother. That's just the weird shit. What else? Right. We don't look at each other like that. And that's crafty counsel that hurt us. Right? Which hey, all right, come, we'll get that next. Keep reading that. All right, Kyle, you're an Islam according to the Bible. That's right. Yeah, you too, man. All right, we're bringing that out in these last days, man. All right. ¿Ustedes hispánicos? ¿Todos? Sí, israelitas. En la Biblia, Ibero, mi hermano. Right? Now repent and keep the commandments. So, my own nasty white. Why you going into slavery?
That's right.
Right? Eat them right damn devils. So you can bring up your precepts still. We're still going to it.
Book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 2.
Right.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee lifted up the head, right? They got prideful. Read on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
right?
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
What they say?
Come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
And that's what they say. They say, come and let them cut them off from being a nation of people. Right? They're not fit to be a nation. We're gonna cut them off. We're gonna build the United Nations. Right? We're gonna have these damn GU councils every year in Europe. Right? We're not gonna hold it in America. We're gonna hold it in Europe, knowing their ass can't come over there. Right? And we're gonna talk about the damn black people, the Hispanics, Native Americans. Right? We're gonna act like we're talking about global warming and global politics. But when them doors shut off, man, them cameras and them lights shut off, man, they talking about you. Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembrance.
Right.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
And they can fight all they want. You know the Lord got them stirring them up for war. But hey, guess what? When it comes to the topic of black people, they all look at each other like this. Okay, we know to put our differences aside. Right? We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about war later. I'm gonna talk about destroying and nuking your people later. But I can't do that. We can't do that if these people know who they are. Right? Read on.
They are confederate against thee.
Yeah, what?
They are confederate against thee.
All right, go on.
The tabernacles of Edom.
Right.
And the Ishmaelites.
Right.
Of Moab.
So you got white people, right? So-called Caucasians. You got the Arabs. They had a hand in this, the sub-Saharan slave trade. Moab. Right. We went into slavery under them. The Dark Ages. Read on.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Africans.
The Baal.
And the Africans.
And Ammon.
And what?
And Ammon.
Right. You don't talk about really the Japanese, man. Right, they kind of blend in, painting your toes, man. No, they had a hand in that damn thing as well.
Right.
Right, read on.
And Amalek.
And the damn nasty Jewish man. This devil, this pale, red-faced man, right? They had a big-ass hand in that, man. Right, read on.
And Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Right, go on.
Assur.
And Asher, the damn Assyrians, man. Oh, I hate them Assyrians, man. They so prideful. Right? Go to the book of Isaiah, man, chapter 19. Let's read about one of them damn Assyrians, man. They got prideful, man. I guess one of our kings has a kind. Talking all that, man. Right? And we gonna read in the king on why these nations gotta go. Right? And she can't wear that in her home, man. And she know that. And her dad is an abomination. It's Isaiah chapter 30. Right? Going into the damn. Go to Isaiah chapter 36 and start at verse 10. Right? And let's read about these nasty Assyrians. Huh? Right? Read that.
Isaiah chapter 36 and verse 10.
Right out.
And am I now come up without the Lord against this land to destroy it?
Right.
The Lord said unto me, go up against this land and destroy it. Then said Eliakim and Shebna and Joah.
Right? So you got this Assyrian man mocking our God. This Assyrian man said, hold on, no, your Lord, your God told me to come here to kill all y'all Jews. Right? And he said it in the Hebrew. Right? He spoke our language. You have the kids, Right? You got the mothers, you got the fathers, they listening on to this thing. You got the ancients of Israel dealing with this man and his captains and his generals, and he's speaking in our language saying, no, 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 your God told me to kill you. Right? And he kind of laughing about it, man. Read on.
And Joab unto Rabshakeh,
right?
Speak, I pray thee, unto thy servants in the Syrian language.
Right, hey, why are you speaking in the damn Jew language? We don't want everybody knowing what the hell you got to do against us, man. Speaking the Syrian language, man. We understand what you're saying. All right, read on.
For we understand it.
Right.
And speak not to us in the Jews' language.
Right.
In the ears of the people that are on the wall.
Right, so you got people, you got kids listening, you got children listening, and you speaking to us in our language, threatening us, man. Right? Read on.
But Rabshakeh said, hath my master sent me to thy master and to thee to speak these words?
Right.
Hath he not sent me to the men that sit upon the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you?
And he said, hey, man, hold on. No, I'm like, hey, my captain told me to come over here and preach these words, man, whether y'all like it or not. And I'm going to do it the way I want to, man.
Right.
Right, so what did he say next? It's prideful ass, man.
Then Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jews' language.
In the what?
In the Jews' language.
And we just asked this man not to speak in the Jewish language. What's going on, sisters? Y'all believe in God? You don't? Are you an Israelite according to the Bible? You need to believe in God. You're going to be destroyed in America.
Right.
What's going on, King? I like your hat. Thanks, man. All right. You an Israelite according to the Bible. Yeah. Right? God's chosen people. You got 15 seconds to hear about it. They don't have 15 seconds for God. All right? That's crazy, man. Right? But what did this evil man do? Read that again.
And Rabshakeh stood and cried with a loud voice in the Jews' language.
Right.
And said, hear ye the words of the great king, the king of Assyria.
This man was bold. They just said, look, man, do not say anything in our language. We don't want them hearing what we got to say. This man said, you know what? He kind of stepped up and started speaking to everybody, man. Read on.
Thus said the king, let not Hezekiah deceive you, for he shall not be able to deliver you.
Right.
Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying.
What did he say?
Neither let Hezekiah make you trust in the Lord, saying.
These heathens going to tell you trust in God. You trust in y'all in this condition and y'all trust in that maker. Right? Don't put your trust in him. They've been saying that for thousands of years, man. Right, read on.
The Lord will surely deliver us.
Uh-huh.
This city shall not be delivered into the land of the king of Assyria.
Shalaki, what's going on, sister? Y'all believe in God? You believe in God, sister? You're an Israelite according to the Bible. Get you a black man and get out, man. That's
right.
Stop sleeping with your damn enemy, man. You see that? That's a product of America. Right. That's a product of America, man. All right, you see that? You see that? Damn Willie Lynch, man. Right? Read that. Read that.
Hearken not to Hezekiah, for thus said the king of Assyria.
Yeah, she don't want to. They don't not want to compassion. Right? They don't want to compassion. They know it.
Yeah.
So I want to kind of hear more with the words of the Lord. Right? So you want to go back that way. Right? Read on.
Make an agreement with me by a present.
So you say, hey, don't trust in your God, but here, we're going to give you a contract. Right? Don't trust in your God, but we're going to give you a contract. Right? We're gonna lay everything out and y'all gonna be good, man. Read on.
And come out to me and eat ye every one of his vine,
right?
And every one of his fig tree, and drink ye every one the waters of his own sister.
Right, read on.
Until I come and take you away to a land like your own land.
Right.
A land of corn and wine, a land of bread and vineyards.
And this man's a devil, man. He said, I'm gonna take you away from your land and put you in a land that's just like ours. Right? Why would I want to leave my land to go to a land that's like mine? Right? That's off as hell. You're not going to eat a hamburger, but I'm going to give you something like a hamburger. It's going to taste just as good. Get the hell out of here, man. The damn devil, man. Talking about, hey, guess what? Hey, we're going to bring you to a land that don't belong to you, but guess what? Hey, it's going to be just like your other land. Read on. Read on.
Verse 18. Beware lest Hezekiah persuade you, saying the Lord will deliver us. Hath any of the gods of the nations delivered his land out of the hand of the king of Assyria?
He said, the Lord going to deliver you. Don't let Hezekiah lie to you. The Moab said the same thing. The Moabites, the Ammonites said the same thing. All these other nations said their gods are going to deliver you. What do you think? The king of Hezekiah, his God is going to deliver you from the king of the hand of Assyria? Read on.
Where are the gods of Hamath and Arphad Where are the gods of Seraphim? And they have delivered Samaria out of my hand.
It's like him saying, where's Buddha at? Right? Where's Krishna? Where's Caesar Borgia? They ain't delivering me out of my hands. You think the God of Israel will? Like, he ain't no different. That's what he's saying, man. He's a prideful ass Assyrians, man. Read on.
Who are they among all the gods of these lands?
Right.
They have delivered their land out of my hand. That the Lord should deliver Jerusalem out of my hand.
Right? And guess what, man? That's the prideful issue we're talking. What's going on, Cream? Shalom, King. Get you some praise. We're here. All right? Calling on praises. You know it. You got to do it. All right? You know better. You do better. All right? So, hey, let's read the result of what happened. Right? Go to Isaiah 37 and 36. Now, he just got done talking all that stuff. Right? He just got done talking all that ish, man. Right? About our people. In their own language, man. It's like me going to China, speaking Chinese, and telling everybody I'm going to destroy them. Right? That's off as hell. And their children are listening.
Yeah.
Right? So let's read that. Read that.
Verse 36. Then the angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000.
That's 185,000 dead Assyrians, man. Right? That's a lot of people, man.
Right.
That's more than a damn NFL stadium, man. NBA stadium. Right? 185,000 dead men in one night. Right, read on.
And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
There was what?
They were all dead corpses.
Hey, every last one of them was put to death. The
Right.
Lord said, huh? Oh, yeah? Y'all gonna mess with me? But I got a spot for you up in the spirit world. Right? All y'all 185,000, y'all can come sit right next to me in the spirit world, and we can think about what the hell you just said. Right? That's what the Lord did, man. Took their ass off the earth, man. Right? Took their ass off the earth, man. And I ain't gonna lie, brother, that's a fly jacket that you got on right there. I like that jacket right there. Like, hey, you believe in God? What's your nationality? You say black, African American. Hey, what God in the Bible called you the greatest people on the face of the earth? Right? God in the Bible, the God of the Bible, said so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the greatest people on the face of the earth.
That's
but
right.
The problem is, we can't call ourselves black, Hispanics, and Native Americans because that's never what God called us in the first place. Right? It's like, what's your name? Cornell? Cordell? Right? It's like you leaving your mom's house. She named you Cordell, and you go to another land and you call yourself James. Right? But Cordell, you was rich, you was famous, you had everything, but now your name's James and you poor. Right? Hey, guess what? We were Israelites, we were rich, we had our heritage, we had our culture. Now we come to America, we call ourselves black and now we're poor. But the Lord said, if you want to be rich again, you gotta call yourself an Israelite.
That's right.
You gotta call yourself a Hebrew. Stop letting these people right here, stop letting these people call you black and they take your nationality and call themselves Jews. They take your land, right? They take your gold, they take your kings, they take your history and your culture, they put you on a boat and they call you and your sons black, African Americans, dirty, niggas, right? No, you an Israelite.
That's right.
This book, right? I'm gonna give you two verses, I know you gotta leave. Right, go to Deuteronomy 28:68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Yo.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so the Lord said, I'm gonna bring the ancient Israelites into slavery again. Right, because we was in ancient Egypt building up the pyramids, building up the Sphinx. We built up Chicago. We built up the White House. We built up every ancient empire because we've been in multiple slavery. But God said, if you break my commandments, I'm going to put you into slavery again. How did we get over here? Did we walk over here as a nation, or were we stolen? And what was the mode of transportation? Read that.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
The Lord said 5,000 years ago, if y'all break my commandments as a nation, I'm gonna bring y'all into slavery again by the way of ships. Now who in the earth? Everybody says the Bible's a universal book, but who does that apply to specifically? It can't be the Chinese man. It's us, right?
Right.
That's the last curse in the Bible that God put on his people out of 43 curses, man. That has to apply to us, right? Read Deuteronomy 29:1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1.
Yo.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
No, God made it with black people.
With the children of Israel.
Mexicans.
The children of Israel.
Native Americans.
With the children of Israel.
You only made it with the children of Israel. So if you want these promises, if you want the kingdom of heaven, right? You got a king, you got a princess. If you want to teach them, hey, how to, yep, right there, right?
Good, it's good.
If you want them to get the kingdom, if you want the kingdom, you got to return as an Israelite. Because go to Revelation 21:12.
It's the book of Revelations, chapter 21 and verse 12.
Now, how many gates in the, you know, have you ever been to church? How many gates in the kingdom do they say is to get in the kingdom? How many? It's like one gate, right? All right, cool. They say it's like one pearly gate, right? We either got God at the door or Jesus at the door with the damn book like this, the naughty and nice list, right? You kind of checking off your list. You're in line, just waiting to get into the kingdom. But hold on, read that.
And had a wall great and high.
He's going into the kingdom of God. Read on.
And had 12 gates.
And had what?
And had 12 gates.
Read on.
And at the gates 12 angels. And names written thereon.
Now there was names written on these gates. Now you go to school, you kind of take somebody's spot, they've been sitting there for 3 days, and you ask them, well, was their name written on it? And they can't really say nothing. They got to go to the other class side of the room because that seat doesn't belong to them, even though they were there, right? But God said, hey, the kingdom of heaven got names on these gates, and they got 12 angels, 12 bouncers, if you will, right? Security guards, making sure nobody can get into the damn kingdom. Right, read on.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Those are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. If you're not on the sign, you're not in the kingdom of heaven. Because Jesus came from the line of Judah, and he was the so-called African today. And these are our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans. Most likely, you and your sons and your daughters will come from the tribe of Judah. You have Christ's veins running through your blood right now. The kingdom of heaven is only for you. Now, when God destroyed ancient Egypt, did he deliver everybody? No. But hey, guess what? This word will tell you that when Jesus comes back, he's going to deliver everybody. That the Egyptians were saying the same thing until their ass was in the flood, ran that water. Guess what? Hey, guess what? These modern day Egyptians are going to get? They're going to get nuclear fire. World War III is coming to this land, and God's going to destroy America, and he's going to save the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Americans as he did before, the 1/3 that repent. So, brother, you an Israelite according to the Bible, right? You're not black. You're not African American. Teaching your sons and your daughters this because your history's in the Bible.
That's right.
Right? You got the brother flyer. Sign all praises. You got any questions?
No, I was just listening.
Yeah, you an Israelite according to the Bible. The Bible's written for you. King David, King Hezekiah, God, Jesus. Everybody in this Bible looks just like you, man. And the reason why people don't want to read is because when they open the Bible, they think about a nasty white man, right? They think of Isaiah with the white man and wrinkles and a long beard, man. But hey, this Bible's about our people. Isaiah was a so-called black man. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, man. Habakkuk. All of these prophets were your forefathers writing a history book for you in these end times, man. Right? Go to 1 Peter 1 and 5. Right, these things were for you in the end times, man, for you to read. But hey, guess what they say? If you want to put something in a book, or you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the way. Exactly. Right, and guess what? This book is everywhere. Your pastor got it, your aunt got it, your grandma got it, her basement open to Philippians 4 and 13. But our people don't want to read this book for no reason, right? But it contains your history. Read it.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 5.
No.
Who are kept by the power of God through faith unto salvation.
Right.
Ready to be revealed in the last time.
Ready to be what?
Ready to be revealed in the last time.
These words in this book is ready to be revealed in these last times. So you have to understand, 50, 60 years old, they couldn't understand what was going on in this book because the Most High didn't give them the knowledge. But it's for the end times now. It's for now in these last days that our people got to understand. It wasn't ready to be revealed during the time of Jeremiah. Go to Daniel 12. It wasn't ready to be revealed during the times of ancient history. But we're in the last time, so God said, okay, I'm going to make my words known to my people. It's time for them to wake up. It's time for them to get out the hoods. Stop selling crack and dope to each other, killing each other, man. Y'all are kings. What are y'all doing, man? Right? Read that.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1.
Wow.
Verse 9.
Right.
And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up.
So what did the Lord say?
For the words are closed up.
So there's a point in time, why do you think everybody tries to buy this? 500 billion copies sold. Everybody wants to understand this Bible, right? But guess what? The Lord literally closed up the understanding of this book, man. And he only opened it to the minds of his people. If you go to Deuteronomy 29 and 29, right? That's what the Lord did, man. It's only for his people. Are we
and sealed till the time of the end.
And did what?
And sealed till the time of the end.
Brother, we're living in the time of the end. That's why these words are unfolding. That's why we're understand these prophecies that damn eschatologists, right? Eschatarians, right? Damn ministers and pastors, they couldn't understand the book of Daniel. They couldn't understand these prophecies. But guess what? You got the servants of the Lord understand these things because it was given to us for us by us. Read that.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 29.
Right.
The secret things belong to the Lord our God.
These are the secret things. Read on.
But those things which are revealed belong to us.
Belong to who?
Belong to us.
Belong to everybody.
Belong to us.
This Bible is for everybody.
Belong to us.
Right.
And to our children forever.
It's our inheritance forever. So this book literally belongs to that, your child, your daughter, you, and your family forever. It doesn't belong to everybody. But when you get put on chains, when you get come over here, right, and they take your sons and your daughters away, they also take your heritage and your culture and they give it to everybody, right? So now you don't have your own culture. Everybody has a piece of your own culture in their culture, literally, right? And you can't do nothing about it, right? You can't do nothing about it. Go to Psalms chapter 25 and 14, right? You know any laws? Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Go to Psalms 25 and 14. Now, I'm going to teach you something.
The book of Psalms, chapter 25 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
It's like the brother on the phone. I want the brother to hear this. You always got to say you always got to say each other's coming around. All right, read that.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 25 and verse 14.
Let's see what our fourth father David said.
The secret of the Lord is with them that fear him.
What the Lord say?
The secret of the Lord is with them that fear
And
him.
who's the only people in the world that can fear the Lord? The Lord only gave his laws to one people. Only one group of people know how to please God, right? I love God. I show him how I love him every day. But the Lord said only one group of people know how to please the Lord because only one group of people has his laws. Everybody can't please God if everybody doesn't have his laws, right? Read that.
Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13.
And this is the reason why I'm bringing this out to you. This is the conclusion of the whole matter. Read on.
Fear God, or something like it. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Right. And what else?
For this is the whole duty of man.
This is why he was born on the earth as an Israelite man.
That's
when you come out your mother's womb, right? You're born on the earth to serve your power God, man, as an Israelite man, as a king, right? That's why you're on the earth. That's the whole duty of man, is to keep his commandments, his laws, his statutes. We broke his laws. That's why we're enslaved. That's why we're in this condition today, right? The Lord said, love thy brother as I love thyself. But we have gang violence at an all-time high all around the world, right? That's a commandment broken right there. The Lord says, you should not hate thy brother in thine heart. But hey, guess what? If I ask your brother, right, you like that brother over there? No, he got my shoes on, right? I hate that brother, right? The Lord said, guess what? I'm putting all y'all into slavery until y'all actually get it, man. Y'all gonna serve your enemies, right? Y'all gonna live in a perverse sexual lifestyle, right? Everybody, the woman is a man, the man is a woman. You can't get a job. They look at you as women differently, right? Even though you got a man and woman in one body, right? Because guess what? You didn't want to serve the Lord, right? Let's go to the book of Leviticus 19. I'm gonna give you 3 commandments, man. All right, because you know why we're in this predicament today. The Lord just told you, so I'm gonna give you ways to reverse it. All right, go to Leviticus chapter 19. 26. Oh, yeah, 26.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment.
So you don't do that,
enchantment,
right? You don't eat like steak bloody rare, right? Like the so-called white man, they love those things, right? Or anything with the blood. You can't do that, right? Or use enchantments. You're not into witchcraft, right? Kind of do the tarot cards, right? Read on.
Nor observe time.
Right, you can't be observing time. And our people love to do that. I'm a Taurus, right? I'm a Gemini. Right, that goes into star worship, man. Astrology. The Lord said you can't observe times, but that's something our people love doing, right? Get you an Aries, right? We do it better, right? Ain't that what they say? Get you a damn Scorpio. We're the best people. Get you a Cancer. The Lord said don't observe times, right?
Verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads.
What the Lord say?
You shall not round the corners of your head.
Right, so you can't make yourself go bald like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant did when he was 18. Right, you can't have the damn Kobe Bryant damn bean on your head, man. You gotta have hair on your head. And you have that. You're keeping a commandment. Right, read on.
Neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
And you're letting your beard. Hey, don't shave your beard, man. Right? What's a lion without his mane? He's gonna look like the female lion. Why do you think when you go to the army, the so-called white man's army, the first thing you do to you is shave off your head and shave off your beard as a so-called black man to demasculate you? In the 50s, you couldn't have a beard on. You couldn't even have pants on, right? Because they'll call you a boy. The Lord said, no, you a man. Keep a beard on your face, man. Read on.
Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Right, no tax. Right. You don't cut yourself, do you, when you get mad? You don't do that, right? Read on.
Nor bring any marks upon you.
What the Lord say?
Nor bring any marks upon you.
Now, brothers up here got tattoos, right? But the Lord said we can't. Satan's working hard.
Thank you.
Right? Con, y'all gotta go. All right, Con, we're gonna give you a flyer. We're gonna give you a flyer. Oh, yeah, you got one. All right, Con, you're an Israelite according to the Bible, King.
That's right.
Right. Work around the best way they can. Right, doing this thing in the spirit. Right. Sowing these different seeds, man. in a colorful dress. You're an Israelite. You gotta repent and keep the commandments.
That's right.
All right? Repent and keep the commandments. All right? Go to the book of Ezekiel. All right? Go to the book of Ezekiel. And go to the book of Ezekiel chapter 12. Ezekiel chapter 43. All right? Go to Isaiah chapter 29 verse 13. All right? We can't bring this precept out too much, man. All right? You can't, because you have a lot of people that claim to love the Most High God, but they don't ever show it, man. Right? They do it with their lips. We don't.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 32. It's like 33 and verse 31.
Get out.
And they come unto thee as the people come.
Right? They come up to thee as the people coming, right? As they act like they for you. That's what the Lord's saying. Read on.
And they sit before thee as my people.
Right? They kind of sit in your face and they laugh and they drinking. Right? They kind of giggling it up. They talk about a few precepts of the Bible. Kind of get under your skin, right? Read on.
And they hear thy words.
Right? They hear your words. It feels good to them, but read on.
But they will not do them.
They will what?
But they will not do
They
them.
don't want to do a damn thing. When it comes to action, I heard I was with you everywhere until you said something about commandments. I don't know about that. All right, read on.
For with their mouth they show much love.
Hey, I still love God. I still love Jesus Christ. I still love him. Right? But what the Lord say?
But their heart goeth after their covetousness.
Right? What the Lord say?
But their heart goeth after their covetousness.
And the Lord made it manifest, man. Right? Their heart goes after their covetousness, man. Right? And what is, go to Romans. Didn't Paul say, I have not known lust, but by the law thou shalt not covet?
Right.
That's the lust right there, man. Right? And guess what? That's also called covetousness. Right? That's also called covetousness. What's going on, sister? I like it. Sure. You are Israelite according to the Bible. Right? Hey, you gotta kind of catch Jake with guile, man. Right? You gotta kind of compliment them. You get a response, and then you gotta kind of ask them. You gotta kind of get into it, man. Right? You gotta kind of get into it, man. You know? What's going on, King? I like your shoes.
Appreciate you,
Hey, you're
man.
Israelite according to the Bible. Right? You and your girl, y'all Israelites, y'all God's chosen people. Praise. Right? And Jake be knowing it, man.
Right.
Now you an Israelite. Right? Yes, we talking about Jake talk but yeah, I know I'm an Israelite. Well, you know you Israelite, that's what you're supposed to be doing, man. And they think they're gonna get some props for that. Yeah, no, brother, we're your fringes. Why are you not trying to keep these laws, man? All right, read Isaiah. Is that on that? All right, read Isaiah 29, 13.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13.
Right.
Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as his people draw near me with their mouth,
Right?
and with their lips do honor me,
Right?
but have removed their heart far from me. And their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
It's taught by the precept of who?
By the precept of men.
Titus 1 and 16, man. The fear towards God is taught by pastors, man, that don't know the Lord at all, man. Right? Talking about God talk to you. Who the hell are you, man?
Right.
For the Most High to talk to you. Right? And I love it when people roll up their windows, man, because the 2/3 gotta be the 2/3. Right? It has to happen.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 1 and verse 16.
Get out.
They profess that they know God.
They do what?
They profess that they know God.
I know Jesus. Right? I know him. He's in my heart. I have all his words in my heart. Right? But they forgot the word of you. You love me, keep my commandments. They forgot that one, though. They gotta add that one. Read on.
But in works they deny him.
Man, what?
But in works they deny
They
him.
don't prove it. They don't back up their actions with their speech, man. And words they deny the Lord. You know?
Being abominable and
They being
disobedient.
abominable, man. The way the Lord looks at a carcass of a pig, that's how he looks at the 2/3 and the rest of these nations on the earth, man. They're abominable. They're sickening to look at, man. Right? Like when my girl looks at a rat, it's abominable to her. She runs the other way and then wants to throw up, man.
Right.
Right? That's an abominable thing. Right? When a damn kid sees a dead body, he doesn't know what to do. He's freaked out for life. That's an abominable thing. All right, read on.
And unto every good work reprobate.
Reprobates, man. Every good work is reprobate. They think they're doing good. Hey, didn't the Lord say there's gonna come a time where they're thinking they're doing God's service? Go to
Right.
John 16:1 when they murdering us. Right? They established their own righteousness in their head. Read that.
Book of Romans chapter 10, verse 2.
Right.
For I bear the record that they have a zeal of
They
God,
have what?
that they have a zeal of God,
a zeal of God. They want to serve God. They think they're doing what's right. Right, read on.
but not according to knowledge.
But not according to knowledge. Nobody knows how to serve the Lord. Everybody has their own opinion on how to serve God, man. Right? I do it this way. I do it that way. Well, all y'all ways is going to get y'all killed in these last days, man.
That's right.
Right, read on.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
They're being what?
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
No, they know God's righteousness.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
Well, my pastor said, my pastor did this, right? Read on.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
They established their own righteousness, man. Right, read on.
And have not submitted themselves
right
unto the righteousness of God.
And they have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. That's why in these times to come, they're going to be saying this. Read that.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 16 and verse 1.
Right.
These things have I spoken unto you,
right,
that ye should not be offended.
Right.
They shall put you out of the synagogue. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service.
Read that again.
They shall put you out of synagogues.
Right.
Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that they doeth God. You will think that they doeth God's service.
And guess what? And that's the damn conclusion. That's the result of a reprobate mind. That's the result of a person that establishes their own righteousness. Well, I think God will like this.
Right.
Well, I think God will accept this. Well, your thoughts are going to get you put to death. Because what did the Lord say in this book? Read that.
And these...
Hold on, read that.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 25.
Right.
There's a way that seemeth right unto a man.
What the Lord say?
There's a way that seemeth right unto a man.
There's a way that seems right to a man. Right? They're going to think it's right to put God's people to death, man. Right? They establish their own righteousness and they don't know the Most High. Read on.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
No, their opinions are the end of way of life.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Hey, the end thereof are the ways of death. You think you're doing the right thing? You've been in the church for 30 years. But the Lord said the end thereof are the ways of death. Because read that again.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Right? And the end thereof are the ways of death. Read on, read. She's not even moving. She said, fuck you. Right? So she said, let's go, that's Eve over there.
Right, laughing.
That's Eve, man. Right? That's the spirit of Eve. Read that. Or read that again. God, now that's it, man. But go to Proverbs 22 and verse 3. So what do we got to do? Right? Knowing that there's going to come a time where they're going to kill us, man, and think they're doing the right thing. What do we got to do? Read that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 22 and verse 3.
No.
A prudent man foreseeth evil.
What the Lord say?
A prudent man foreseeth evil.
A man on his toes, right? A man on his toes gonna see evil, man. Right? He gonna know how to maneuver around that thing, man. Right? A prudent man gonna see Satan from afar off. All right, read on.
And hideth himself.
Right?
But the simple pass on.
But the dumbasses pass on and do what?
And are punished.
And are what?
And are punished.
Right? And guess what? You got a lot of people that are gonna get punished by God, man.
That's right.
Because we tell them the right thing, but I think my pastor said, what the Lord said, you're gonna get punished, man. Right? The Lord said you're gonna receive death. Only God can judge me, but they forgot God gives out death penalties, man. They forgot God gives out the damn electric chair, man. Right? Only God can judge me. I don't want to be corrected. I want to be corrected by God. Oh, we're gonna see in that day. Right? We're gonna see if you want to be corrected by God in that day, man. Right? Let's read that. Nahum 1 and 3. Go to Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. Oh, no, that's 9.2. Go to Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. Read that.
It's the book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Right.
The Lord is slow to anger.
Right.
And great in power. And will not at all acquit the wicked.
What's going on, King? I like that hat you got on. Hey, you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible? You believe in God? All right, cool. All right. So let me ask you something about the Bible. What's your nationality? No, not your religion, your nationality. African American. You say the same thing too? Now, in this good book, now God created all 18 nations. He didn't call anybody Chinese, white, or damn Ethiopian, and he looked at our people and said, you know what? Just call them black people. Right? They're just African Americans. Right? He named everybody got a homeland, but we're just black people. Right? We're the color of the shirt. don't make no damn sense, my bad. That don't make no sense.
Right.
Now we have to go into this book and we have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the chosen people of God from old. Right? We're the people that Moses led out of ancient Egypt. We're the same people that broke God's commandments because we wanted to do what we wanted to do. Now look at the society we in. Right? Read that Deuteronomy 28.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass.
It is going to happen. Now, why the Bible is so special? Because it's over 500 billion copies sold. Everybody wants to find out what days we're living. Because the Bible deals with prophecy. This is 5,000 years old. All right, let's see what God said.
But it shall come to pass,
right,
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you bless the Hispanics and Native American men whom I just saved from the Egyptians out of slavery, right? If y'all don't listen to me, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments,
right,
and his statutes which I command thee this day,
right,
that all these curses,
all these blessings,
all these curses,
so I'm gonna give y'all good things.
All these curses,
right,
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now in this man's society, if you break a contract, you're going to jail. Right? So-called white man, you got penalties, you got interest rates, your house might get foreclosed on. But God said, if you break my contract, guess what? You're gonna have curses on your children and your children's children. Now there's 43 curses in the Bible that signify who God's chosen people are. Right? We want to see if it fits these people, right? That's fighting over your land right now while we banging blocks. Right? They fight a 2,000-year war for our land. Right? Or it's gonna fit us. We're gonna see, we're gonna find out. Right? Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Curse shall thou be in the city.
What the Lord say?
Curse shall thou be in the city.
Now, every major city in America, if you want to go find a large group of black people in the city, where do you go? The hood, right? You don't go to damn Chinatown, right?
Right.
You don't go to you don't go where she's from. You don't go to damn Naperville, right? You go to 63rd and so-and-so, right? Read on.
And curse shall thou be in the field.
No, what the Lord say?
And curse shall thou be in the field.
Now, God's chosen people at some point in time was cursed in these fields. Now, in history, what fields were they cursed in? I'm not trying to say that, right? What fields were they cursed in? The cotton fields. Not just the cotton fields, the sugar cane field, because I'm Jamaican. My parents were native. My forefathers picking sugar cane, right? Then Hope said Spanish was picking strawberries out the strawberry field. Guess what? The Lord said, my people will be cursed in these fields. All right, read verse 32. That's one curse, all right?
Verse 32. Right? Thy sons and thy daughters
what
shall...
What the Lord say?
Thy sons and thy daughters.
Y'all got sons and daughters? All right, read on.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Now, 5,000 years ago, God said there's going to come a point in time where your sons and your daughters are going to be forcibly removed from you and given to another people, right? Something like that means, right? Read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Meaning you bawling your ass off because you ain't never going to see your son again, man. Right? You're going to be crying on that damn Mr. Anderson stoop while he's telling you to get your ass up and go to work because his daughter just got sold to Mr. Smith, man. You know what?
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
You can't do a damn thing about it. Right? That's a curse in the Bible. Right? Read verse 46.
Verse 46.
Right?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
Now, when you read these curses, it's going to be upon us for a sign. Like how you look at McDonald's, you ain't got to read the word McDonald's. You see the golden arches, you know it's McDonald's. You see the stop sign, you know it's the stop sign. Right? That's the way you see these curses. You got to know who these people are talking about. Right? And it's going to be for your wonder. It's going to make you think who these people are today. You know?
And upon thy seed forever.
It's going to only happen for 20 years.
And upon thy seed forever.
Now, it's 2021. Was it September 3rd? These curses still apply to the same people.
That's right.
Same conditions. All right, read verse 54.
Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Right, the Israelite man, the so-called black and Hispanic Native American man, whom you used to be nice to, right? You used to call that man your brother, right? What's going on, brother? You know, how's your wife? How's your kids? You need anything? But how does the Lord say you're going to look at your brother these days? You know?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
right?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
No, you're going to show brotherly love.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
What does that sound like? His eyes going to be evil toward his brother. You step on my Jordans, now we got to go to war. Right? Now I got to kill you.
Right.
You mentioned my name in a song, now we shooting up your granny house, man. Right? Hey, your eye going to be evil towards your brother. And the Chinese man, Chinese man don't go to Chinatown. It's out from West Chinatown, you from East Chinatown. What's up with it, man? Right? They don't do that, man.
Right.
They kind of get together, they talk about their damn homeland, right? They kind of eat egg rolls and damn dogs, right? And they love each other. The East Indians, they do the same thing. But our people, we just can't get right. Every function end with a shootout. Right? You know when a black party ends.
Right.
Somebody get in a fight, or the police show up, and everybody run. Right? Because somebody was shooting.
Bring that out.
Right? Read on.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
We can't keep wives, because we beat them. Right? The Lord said, guess what? Domestic violence is going to be in your household at the highest rate. That's what you're seeing in America. You know what?
Teach,
And toward the remnant of his children,
Right.
which he shall leave.
No, he's going to stay and raise his kids.
Which he shall leave.
The Lord said the black man going to leave his children. That's over 5,000 years ago. Right? We're known for not having our fathers in our households. Now, some of us don't have our fathers in the household. That's the Lord said that's going to happen to you. Right? We're going to read the last curse in the Bible. And without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to prove that we're God's chosen people. Read verse 68.
Verse 68.
Go!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now, do you know the history of ancient Egypt? Y'all know the history about the pyramid and the Sphinx? Did that grow off the ground? How did that get there? It was made by who? The Egyptians or the people they had in slavery? And who was the people that had in slavery, man? That was us, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, I'm gonna bring you back into Egypt again. I'm gonna bring you to slavery again. Now, we never walked back into ancient Egypt ever. So what is this new Egypt? Right? We're gonna read about it. Read that Exodus.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Right?
I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Right.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So Egypt is synonymous with bondage or slavery. So the Lord is basically saying, I'm gonna bring you back into slavery again. Right? How do we get to America? I know. Did we fly over here? Kind of got dealt in America. Yeah, we was brought here by what mode of transportation? We rode bikes? By boats.
Right.
Let's see if you're right. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Wait, what you said? Plane?
With ships.
No, he chartered a bus.
With ships.
Hey, the Lord said, guess what? We're going to go into slavery on ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto
The
thee.
same way I said it as your heavenly Father is going to happen. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
That's a what?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, they fighting over the land of Israel. We got kicked out of our homeland in 70 AD when the Romans, of course, the so-called white man, kicked us out of our homeland, man. That's when we fled into Western Africa, man, to hide amongst the other dark races. We're not Africans, but we was just in Western Africa because we got persecuted from our homeland. We used to in our homeland in over 2,000 years, man. Right? During the Dark Ages, we was all in damn West Africa, teaching the so-called white man how to be civilized, and then they rose up against us, we broke his commandments, and here, along and behold, we here. Right? Read that again. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now, once you get off those boats, there you're going to be sold into your enemies. Now, who is our enemies? The so-called damn devil.
That's right.
Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, meaning no man shall buy you. Buy in Hebrew means kana, meaning nobody's going to redeem you. Right? Because Marcus Garvey tried to do it. Malcolm X tried to do it. Martin Luther King tried to do it. A lot of these people try to redeem us from our slavery. Nat Turner, right, had the biggest slave rebellion using the Bible, our book. But guess what? The Lord said, only my son can do that. Right? Only my son gonna be able to redeem y'all. So anybody that's gonna try to redeem y'all out of my punishment, it ain't gonna work. I don't care how many revolutions y'all have, how many marches and justice for peace y'all have, the same result's gonna happen over and over until y'all repent and keep my commandments from the days of old.
That's right.
Right? I'm not gonna let anything change. Like what you want, Amos 3:1? I'll read it.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Get out.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who?
O children of Israel.
Speaking to everybody.
O children of Israel.
God doesn't deal with everybody. Read on.
Against the whole family which I have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
No, I know the Chinese man.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
I'm gonna let you in a little secret. Everybody was created on the face of the earth to serve you guys. Right? God, he basically made all the other nations to serve the Israelite man. How we serve Jesus Christ and we serve God through Jesus, right? So-called Jesus. They have to serve our God through us.
Right.
But guess what? The roles were changed because God said, okay, you don't want to serve me, I'm gonna have you serve the people that's under you. Right? It's like taking your child's toy. You say, you know what? You're not playing with it correctly. I'm gonna give it to your damn cousin and he's gonna play with it. You're gonna have to watch him play with it. Right? And you're gonna be sad sitting in the damn corner. That's basically what happened to us. This earth that was made for us was given to our enemies. What did Job 9 and 24? Right? What did Job chapter 9 and verse 24? Oh, you got Leviticus? Yeah, go to Job 9 and 24. This whole place was made for us. Why do you think when the sun shines, that they get damn skin burned, but we shine brighter? Right? We look a little bit better, man. Because the earth was made for you. Right? We don't read that. Read this one.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Right?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
What the Lord say?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
And who runs the earth today? Who runs America? Don't know? White men. The white people. Right? White people run America. I read that.
Book of Leviticus chapter 26 verse 17.
Right?
And I will set my face against you and you shall be slain before your enemies.
What the Lord says is going to happen to our people?
And I will set my face against you, and you shall be slain before your enemies.
Why we calling on the Most High? It's like he's not there, bro. Because we don't want to do what he says. Or you tell your son to wash the damn dishes before you get home. Now he's asking you to damn go outside. You're not gonna hear him. Right? You want to act like you're ignoring him. Because you already know what you got to do to go outside, man. Right? You got to wash the dishes. The Lord said, hey, you want to get free from this captivity? There ain't no other way but keep my commandments, or you're going to be slain before your enemies. Right? Mark, what's his name? Sandra Bland, right? Jacob Blake, right? All of our people are getting slain before the damn enemies, man. Mike Brown, are we doing?
They that hate you shall reign over you.
And they that hate you is going to reign over you. And the reason why we're bringing all this out is to let y'all know who y'all are. Y'all Israelites. Right? You're
right.
Black. You're not African American. Don't let anybody tell you different. Don't let this man say, no, you're a black man and I'm the Jew. Don't say, no, hell no, you a damn devil, man. You stole my nationality, right?
That's right.
I'm the Jew. I'm the Israelite, man. That's my land. Right? And I can prove it out of the words of God. And when I say that, they're going to start fleeing. We've seen it many times. Right? They're going to start fleeing. All right? Go to Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. All right? Go to Leviticus chapter 11. Right? Now, we know why we in this predicament. We broke God's commandments. Y'all know any commandments? The 10 commandments, the big 10, you know, thou shalt not kill. What is 613 commandments in the Bible? Right? And y'all already keeping some of them, right? But hey, y'all breaking some of them too. Right? And now, and as your brother, I gotta correct y'all because I can't see my people in sin. The Lord said that. Right? Go to Leviticus 11. What's your I'm gonna give y'all a few more. I'll let y'all get on.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13.
Right.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
So we're gonna hear the conclusion of why we up here, why we come out here today on our Friday nights, tell our people who they are, right? Because in the conclusion of the whole matter, guess what? You gotta know who you are, right? You gotta keep his commandments. That's why we're here. That's why you were born. You know?
Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
This is why he was born on the earth, to serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua, right? Not Jesus Christ. Like, we call him Jesus because that's how you understand him. But his real name is Yahweh Shah, meaning Savior. The Father's name is Yahweh. It's not God. God is just a title. It's like calling you student, right, or teacher, right? You have many gods. You have many teachers. You have many students. But what is the Lord's name, right? The Lord's name is Yahweh, right? Meaning he is or he exists, right? And your Lord's name is Yahweh Shah, meaning he shall save, because he's going to save his people, right? Go to Matthew 1 and 21. Jesus' name? Yeah. Yahweh Shah, right? Because he comes in the name of his Father, Yahweh Shah. He is or he shall save.
Right.
Read that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 1 and verse 21.
Right.
And she shall bring forth a son,
right?
And thou shalt call his name Yahweh Shai,
right?
For he shall save his people.
He's going to save all people.
For he shall save his people.
What about the Hawaiians?
For he shall save his people.
Just like in ancient Egypt, he's only saving his people. They're just going to come, right? They couldn't come with our people, man. The Lord said he's going to save his people. And when America's destroyed in World War III, and you see chariots coming out the sky, and you see so-called Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shah, coming to save his people, right? And guess what? They don't know in that day, man. Right? It's going to be like the days of old, right?
Book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
Right?
Right? And ye shall know that I am the midst of Israel.
Right?
And that I am the Lord your God.
Everybody's God.
And I am the Lord your God.
This is not our God. This is not him. Get him out your head. Right? This is slavery. Right? Read on.
And none else.
Uh-huh.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
And that's why we come out here, because we're not ashamed to proclaim that the God of the Bible is our God only, man. He's not for everybody. I don't care about how anybody feels, man. Right? Because over 400 years, they gave us this, and they told us to accept it. Right? The damn East Indian man, he got his gods, you know, the six-armed dude, right? Damn Africans, they got their damn gods, right? They damn worship the damn moon and the sun, right? The damn Chinese man got his Buddha, right? The damn fat man, right? But our God got to look at the so-called white man, man. Now, hell, the God of the Bible says, I'm only y'all God, man. I'm only dealing with y'all, and y'all better not be ashamed. I gave y'all my law, statutes, commandments. I made y'all the greatest people on the face of the earth. Don't let these nations try to bring y'all down, man. Right? Now, go to Leviticus chapter 11. We're going to give y'all some commandments. Right?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 7.
Right?
You know.
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
Right?
Though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he doeth not the cut.
Now, a pig. A pig looks like a clean animal. It's cloven-footed, right? But he chooses not to cut. I mean, they don't digest their food properly. Everything they eat goes straight to their meat, and we eat them. Read on.
He is unclean to you.
Yo, you can eat him.
He is unclean to you.
Right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch.
Right.
They are unclean to you.
So, do y'all eat pork? That's good. All praise.
That's right.
It'll hurt your body. It'll hurt your body. And you wonder why people get gout or diabetes too. And they get all these high blood pressure. Because the Lord knows what's good for you and what's not good for you, man. Right, jump down.
Verse 9.
All right.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the water.
Y'all eat seafood? All right, we're gonna read what you can eat out the waters and what you can eat. That's not out of that, man. You know?
Whatsoever has fins and scales in the waters,
Right.
in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So anything that has fins and scales that come out the rivers and the waters, you can eat. You can eat salmon, tilapia, bass. You can eat those. Those are clean fish. Are we on?
Verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales.
Read that again.
And all that have not fins and scales in those seas and in the rivers and of all that move in the water.
Now, what doesn't have fins and scales? Y'all know? Like crab, lobster, shrimp, scallops, oyster, octopus, all of these different calamari, all of these different bottom feeders that clean the oceans. All right, read on.
And of any living thing which is in the waters,
right,
they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
What the Lord say?
Ye shall not eat of their flesh.
Go on.
But ye shall have their carcasses in abomination.
And about 2 hours from now, you're gonna have a lot of people filling up these damn crab shacks, man. A lot of our people, right, on the Sabbath day, right, breaking God's commandments, of course, eating up all the fish, eating up, not the fish, but eating up all the seafood, the crabs, the oysters, and the lobsters, kind of sucking it out, right, the damn shrimps. They love that, man. And they don't understand why we eat it, right? They don't understand why you just predicted, because the Lord just said don't eat those things, man. But we indulge in sin, right? We love sin, right? So if y'all used to eat those things, y'all can't eat those things, right? Thus saith the Lord.
Right.
Right? Go to Deuteronomy, go to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Right? How long y'all been together? 2 years? All right. You know that's your wife, right? That's your wife. Hey, it already is. I'll tell you that right now. Right? Go to Exodus chapter 16. Right? Exodus 22 and 16. Because the Bible deals with marriage a little bit different.